Today we are going to be diving into another Pokemon Pocket video as we'll be pairing up Greninja with Gyarados EX. So the play you need to go for with this deck, you need to be putting Druddigon in active if you get that in your starter with its ability Rough Skin. So it deals 20 damage to the opponent's active Pokemon after an attack. Meanwhile on the bench, you'll be powering up your Greninja and Gyarados EX. So Greninja's ability, Water Shuriken, deals 20, puts 2 damage counters on either the active or the bench Pokemon. And then while you're building your Gyarados EX up, so for 4 energies, you are doing Rampaging Whirlpool, which does 140 damage, but it also discards an energy after that. To also boost this, we'll be chucking in a Misty card, well, 2 Misty cards that is, so obviously each heads gets you an energy attached. Let's give this deck a whirl and see how it plays out. Okay, so we are starting first, we are going with the Druddigon in active, and we do get a Magikarp, so we'll put that on the bench. So we are playing against an Articuno deck. Okay, so they can Sniper's bench with, I think, Blizzard it is. So, they are obviously going first. Drawing for a basic Pokemon. So they are going with the Staryu, so obviously they've got Starmie combined with this deck as well. So, we do get another Misty. So, let's attach to the Magikarp. We won't use the Misty just yet, but we kind of want to get his bench in order, so we do get a Froakie down. So we try and get the Greninja in action as well. We do get another Druddigon. We don't really want to be putting 2 Druddigons on the bench, just the one for now, keep it inactive. Basically, to soften up Articuno if it does come in swinging. Ready for us to try and get his Gyarados in action. And they are into the Starmie already. So they do get the Misty. Will they pull it off? Will they get enough energies attached? And straight away, it's a Tails, my days. That's the only trouble with these Misty cards. If you don't hit it at least one edge straight away, you're kind of stuffed, really. So we will obviously attach to Magikarp again. So we get a Professor's Research. We'll draw another 2 cards here. So we do get the Gyarados. We've got 2 Gyarados, which is pretty decent. We will look for another Froakie or Magikarp, but put the Magikarp on the bench. We will evolve. Okay, so we only need 2 more energies now to start attacking. Obviously, we could do with the retreat for this as well, but his opponent's not doing anything just yet, unless they might do something now. What's the play? Red card. Ooh, that is brutal. That is brutal. Should have got the Misty out straight. Oh, so we have got Misty again. So, and we actually do get the Leaf card, which is pretty decent for the retreat, but we can only play 1 supporter each time. So, they are gonna Sabrina us. Let's go. Could go with the Gyarados and the Misty. It's a bit of a gamble, but if we get at least 1, we can start attacking. They're only going to hit us for 40 with Ice Wing, which we can kind of soak it up with 180 HP. So we do get the Gyarados, so we can evolve the Magikarp as well. So we will attach, evolve the Magikarp. Let's see if we can actually get out on this Misty. So we've got a heads at least. 2, 3, 4. 4 heads. We'll take that. So we are going to hit 2 points here. The Articuno is going. See you later. So they are going to come in with the Starmie. And there we go. Conceded. Okay, game 2, we are starting with a Magikarp in active. Not ideal, but it's what we've dealt with. And we have got the Chatot in the opposing active as well. So, I'm not sure what deck our opponent is playing, but quite looking forward to seeing it. So, another Articuno going down. So, we do get a Gyarados a bit early, but nevertheless, we can still evolve it if needs be on the next turn. So we will start attaching, I think, to the bench because I feel like we're going to lose this Magikarp inactive. We will do a Misty, try and get it up and running pretty early, and yeah, brutal. So nothing on that. So we have to manually attach here. So we could do a Druddigon right now to try and get that Magikarp out the active. But we shall see. So they're going to draw 2 cards, our opponent. So this is a pretty decent deck, to be honest, especially when you can get that Gyarados up and running. If you're not drawing very well, it can be brutal sometimes, but it is pretty decent, especially against like the likes of Celebi. You want to be taking them out pretty early because that's blowing our decks out of water currently. The Mewtwo's, the Pikachus as well. So we do get a Froakie. We'll throw that down on the bench. We will think we will probably attach to the bench. Do we sacrifice the Froakie? Nope. So okay. So we kind of want to make that Magikarp last in the active. They are going to hit us for 40 anyway with Ice Wing. Probably done a misplay there on my part, but I'm kind of gambling a little bit here. Maybe get another Gyarados, and they are going to Sabrina me, which is unfortunate because we're going to lose the Froakie. Maybe I probably should have evolved the other Magikarp, to be honest. Frogadier's there. So we need to get that out of the active. Didn't really want to use the leaf here, but I think I'm going to be forced to. So retreat that. Bring in the Gyarados. The Gyarados with no energy. Could do with a Misty right now, but clutching at straws a bit here. We are on the back foot, especially now they can snipe the bench. So they have got the Starmie EX on board as well. Yeah, I think I've done a major misplay here. I should have evolved the other Magikarp and should have started swinging, but yeah, not the ideal start. We do lose the Frogadier. We're taking 10 damage, so they are 1 up on us, our opponent. So probably the best protocol here is to put the Magikarp in, and yeah, that's not played out well. I'm kind of hoping we've got a Gyarados. Try and set that up ready. We will leap out and bring Gyarados in. I can't believe I've done that. I should have evolved the other Magikarp. Why I've not done that, I don't know. I had a play in my head, but it's obviously not paid off like that. So they are pretty. They only need to have this Articuno now, and I think they're probably gonna have game here. So we'll get Druddigon. I think we're probably gonna have to put that down on the bench because if not, they're gonna get the game here. Yeah, it's not looking good for us on this game, but you can win some, you lose some, and you know this deck isn't going to work all the time, so it's one of those things. So they are going to red card us, so that actually might come in our favour a little bit. If we do get the Gyarados, no Gyarados still. We do get a Professor's Research, though, so we might draw into it, but I think it's going to be too late. Yep, so that's GG's to them. So yeah. So moving into game 3, we do have Magikarp inactive again, but we do get a Froakie on the bench, and we are playing up against a Geodude. So we've got a ground deck, so nice to have a non-Articuno for once. So we do get a Frogadier, which is pretty decent. So we will be looking for a Druddigon here, but we'll get another Magikarp. So put that on the bench. We will probably attach to get that out. I could sacrifice the Froakie here. Kind of want to get his Gyaradoses on board pretty quickly. So, we can evolve next turn on the Froakie and the Magikarp. So, could do with a Misty here on his next card. Because I'm believing they're going to go into Golem, which I think takes 4 energy themselves. But I don't think there's anything on the ground type as an engine to power it up like Misty does. But nevertheless, it's still a decent attacker once it gets powered up. So we do get the Druddigon. So we have actually got a pretty decent bench and board, shall we say. So if we can try and get that in the active, it would be pretty decent. So 2 more energies to go. No Misty just yet. His opponent hasn't benched anything as of yet, so let's see what their next play is here. They're going to have to attack. Lunge out, yeah. So hit us for 40. Try and get it out and try and get the Druddigon. So we do get the Misty. Yes, okay, cool. So we'll use that. Let's see how many heads we can actually hit. Nothing again. 2 games in a row now. So, okay, so we're still manually attaching unless we get another Misty. So we can start swinging on this next turn at least. As long as we can get the Frogadier out, unless they probably knock us out here. We could probably sacrifice a point to get Gyarados on board, because you only really need 1 Gyarados to hit first, and if you take the two pointer out, then you are pretty much on the upper hand. So they are putting the Druddigon inactive, so they're not going to attack, they are going to just power up the Golem. So we do get the Greninja, so we can actually start putting 2 damage counters on the Pokemon as well. We will probably drop it on the Golem. We'll manually attach to get that out. Because I think we can take a hit at least. They're not... Unless they've got a card, the leaf card to get the Druddigon out, we're okay for a turn here. There's nothing major in that active to actually take us out, so we're still doing alright. So they are benching a Marshadow. May have to look at that card, do a video for it. With Magikarp EX, it goes well with. So Revenge. Okay, right. We'll attach for that and we'll just start swinging. So we'll put another 2 damage counters on the Golem. I think we'll go Golem. Yeah, go with Golem. So nice little softened up for us there. So we'll start swinging here. So hitting for 140, which is mad. We do take 20 damage though as well from its rough skin, but I don't think that's going to matter. So they are going to come in with a Golem, which is probably makes sense. So, oh, and they conceded. So let me know down in the comment section what you think to this deck. Is it a deck you've played? Is it a deck you've tinkered with? And what you think about it? And yeah, I've quite enjoyed playing with that today. It's been quite a decent, fun deck to play with. Quite a meta deck as well, which is pretty decent. So if you enjoyed this video today, be sure to smash that like button. It's much appreciated as always. And if you are new here and you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. I am going to be looking to bring some more of these pocket videos, so please stay tuned to that if it's a thing that you're interested in. And that's going to do it, and I'll see you on the next one. See you there.